Welcome back. Our next speakers come to us from Accenture. Karen Pavlin is the North America Inclusion and Diversity Lead at Accenture. Karen has worked closely with national ERGs and other client account leaders to help drive the inclusion and diversity agenda and programs at the account level and across the firm. She also sits on the board of directors of the Apollo Theater, an iMentor national organization. Karen was the recipient of the Network Journal's Top 25 Black Women in Business in May of 2019. Fun fact, Karen is a 400-meter hurdler, All-American for University of Virginia. Karen ran the race in under 60 seconds. She also ran in the Pan American Games and with 4 U.S. teams. John Anderson is a managing director at Accenture and brings broad industry experience working with cable, telco, wireless, and satellite companies, as well as TV content producers, broadcasters, and distributors. His most recent focus is on innovation around product and customer experience concepts with the objectives of assessing how customers consume content and services across a diverse range of devices and finding ways to leverage new technologies and changing consumer behaviors to better serve them. Fun fact about John, June 15 was John's 25th wedding anniversary with his high school sweetheart. We will follow this presentation with some Q&A, but for now, let's listen in as Karen and John present Inclusion and the Bottom Line, Building Diverse Teams to Foster Innovation.
Thank you so much. We are so excited to be here today to discuss inclusion and the bottom line. I am Karen Pavlin, Managing Director and Accenture's North American Inclusion and Diversity Leader. And I am joined by John Anderson, Managing Director who leads our product engineering practice and is our client co-innovation lab leader for North America. As our North American I&D leader, my mission is to help champion change and enable all voices and faces of diversity to strengthen innovation and to turn and help bolster the power of a collective mindset to bring change to our client. For us, diversity is a fact, but inclusion is a choice, and a choice that we make every single day, and the choice that you will see reflected in our innovation lab. With that, we'd like to show you a quick video of our innovation lab.
Innovating with inclusion isn't just the right thing to do. It's also smart business. At Accenture, we believe that a diverse workplace culture accelerates innovation and drives economic growth, and the research bears that out. In the most equal and diverse cultures, an innovation mindset is 11 times greater than less inclusive workplaces.
In Accenture's client co-innovation labs, we see the power of inclusion play out every day. Here, diverse and often underrepresented teams join forces to ideate next-gen products, concepts, and customer experiences that power the future of business. Diverse teams work in rapid 2-week sprints, delivering new thinking and disruptive ideas at speed.
Everyone on our lab team is encouraged to bring their own ideas and perspectives to inspire and shape the concepts that we explore. Ideas like whole new way for consumers to interact with their TV and connected home beyond traditional remote and voice control.
Our lab team envisioned how wearables and smart fabric tech could deliver deeper personalization and greater access to home control for those with limited mobility or dexterity. That idea may not have been possible if not for the diversity of its members who had a deep understanding of personal accessibility. That's just one example of unleashing human potential for inclusive technological design.
Because the lab includes many people from a wide range of backgrounds, each person contributes unique knowledge, skills, and insight. That's how inclusion drives innovation. That's how we help our clients, and that's what we mean by One Accenture. Diversity is the secret sauce that empowers today's best ideas and tomorrow's greatest technologies.
As you can see through the video, this is the power of inclusion playing out in our lab every single day. And diversity is the secret sauce that powers ideas of innovation that we bring to our clients. It is well documented that in this age of widespread disruption, companies must innovate continuously, continuing to create new markets, to continue to bring new experiences to our clients, new products to our clients, services, and we must continue to do this in a very, very intentional way to bring different perspectives to the table. Our I&D journey dates back to 1995, when we launched our first inclusion and diversity strategy, which was spearheaded from the top of our firm and is a top core value of our CEO, Julie Sweet, who holds herself accountable and all 513,000 employees accountable for creating an equitable culture and place of belonging. We established the African American Employee Resource Group in 1995, followed by our Women's Employee Resource Group, followed by year after year of adding groups to support LGBTQ+, gender, faith, military, ethnicity, and mental health. Our philosophy is anchored in recognizing that our people are multidimensional, and we just continue to evolve as we continue to evolve as humans. I&D is integrated into so many different parts of our employee life cycle and embedded into our business strategy. To share a few facts about I&D, it is really a key dimension of our 360 value meter. Companies build on diversity, generate higher quality ideas. They realize greater speed of implementation and achieve greater agility, resulting in 5.5 times the greater revenue of any peers in less inclusive approach to innovation. Accenture calculates that business gross domestic product would increase up to 8 trillion by 2028 if innovation mindset in all countries were raised by 10%. This is extremely high stakes. Going back to the faces of innovation of our innovation lab, we have built an inclusive culture by selecting diverse backgrounds and skill sets. I have personally had the opportunity to spend time with our team in the lab, and from what they have shared, it has been really an incredible experience to get the opportunity to work in a truly inclusive environment where their thoughts and ideas are not only heard, but they are valued and significantly are adding to the bottom line. I will now hand over to John Anderson to discuss our strong partnerships and the power of our global footprint.
Hello, my name is John Anderson. I'm a white male, and my hair is now more white than blonde, unfortunately. I'm wearing thin rim glasses and a blue dress shirt, and I'm happy here to be speaking to you today. From a diversity-powered innovation perspective, and what I'm going to talk through here is a slide that shows some capabilities, our people, and diversity, as well as how that translates into some concepts. The important part of the story here is not to have diversity, inclusion, and innovation as an interesting aspect, but as rather a core tenet to an industrialized model of innovation that's really widespread and consistently deployed. In the case of Accenture, we have a broad innovation network and a model for bringing this to our clients called Scale Innovation Engine. A subset of the Scaled Innovation Engine is the concept of a client co-innovation lab, which is a small, dedicated team that focuses solely on innovating with our clients for their particular needs. For today's discussion, we're looking at one of our CCIL teams and how we bring diversity and inclusion to life every day for the benefit of our client and for our team. The key here is that we're engaging and incorporating resources from a diverse set of backgrounds and empowering each of them to bring their ideas and perspectives to the table on products, services, or experiences that would be personally beneficial to them as consumers and employees. With this, we can more effectively support a broad range of concepts and prototypes, spanning all means of customer interaction and back office optimization for our clients. So now, as you can see on this slide, which shows a range of concepts and ideas and prototypes that we'll talk about, you can see just a sample of some of the concepts and categories for which we've leveraged the innovation of this particular client co-innovation lab team. As you can see, we've striven to explore a wide array of customer-facing products, experiences, and support concepts, each with working prototypes to help bring ideas to life. Further, we've also looked at how employees can be better served by our clients and operate more efficiently and effectively. Across the board, the entire CCIL team is involved in client discussions to understand issues and objectives, ideation to come up with new solutions or ways to tackle an issue, design and prototyping of a working solution, and the demonstration and readout with the client to understand reactions and help chart out next steps. Each one of those steps is better when you have a diverse set of perspectives to shape the solution and an inclusive model for each team member to know that their input is valued and acted upon. So as we go to this next slide, what we're showing here is the process we follow in engaging the team and the solutions that came out of them. In this case, we're actually focusing on product accessibility solutions for the TV and the connected home. We engaged our Accessibility Center of Excellence team, who normally focuses on providing accessible and supportive solutions for our Accenture employees with disabilities. In fact, Lisa Bertolini from that team presented on our employee inclusion program at this conference last year. So we engaged Lisa and some other members of her team to look at that and get their firsthand experiences on what would be beneficial to them as consumers. First off, they were very pleased that someone cared to ask for their input. This is an underserved segment of the population when it comes to product design, and they appreciated having a voice and quickly opened up with a wide array of ideas and requests. The CCIL team asked a lot of questions to try to better understand the challenges and the desires of the stakeholder group. This was for the purpose of trying to really creatively look at these issues and come up with solutions that may be a different way of approaching a problem than maybe some of the conventional solutions. This ideation session resulted in a few different prototypes that allowed us to experiment with different experiences and different manners for addressing the issues. The first is a smart jacket. This jacket is already on the market, but we actually incorporated it in a different way. Basically, it does require some movement, but it's large muscle movements, right? Like swiping in and out across the cuff or double tapping the cuff, rather than fine muscle control, which can be difficult for some in working with a small, 50-button remote or a mobile device. The second focuses on bringing solutions to where the users already are by building an interface to existing wheelchair joystick technology and products. And the intent here is to, instead of having someone have to buy a new product or learn a new platform, actually take advantage of something they may already have and already used to using, but now bring it to life in a different way. It allows them to actually engage with their home, their connected devices in a way that they can't already. The last looks at moving entirely away from equipment and exploring motion and gesture-based controls for those with the freedom of upper body movement, but it allows also, again, to not have to be dependent on particular devices and potentially open up new ways to interact with their products and services. Currently, we're actually even looking at additional concepts around lighter and cheaper wearables and smart glasses and things that allow us to kind of further broaden the services we can offer and broaden the people that we can support. This last slide, in summary, looks at how we can actually create something I like to call a flywheel of inclusive innovation, where we look at all the different pieces that come together to bring about new concepts in an inclusive way and builds on that for future iterations. I would sum this up with the idea that we do create a flywheel of inclusive innovation. It's self-feeding and continually powered and improved by the input of our people. To start, we include a range of people with different backgrounds. Next, we listen and engage and encourage input from every single person. Then we don't just have this small team off to the side, but rather we take their ideas and throw the tools and the power of the organization behind them to best position their ideas to be successful. Fourth, the team turns those ideas into outcomes, showing the realization of their ideas into real-life workable prototypes. And last, there is a meaningful sense of validation, both for the value of the concept or prototype, but more importantly, a validation of the fact that the team's input was valued, acted upon, and translated into meaningful findings and results for our client. And that is the magic. As the more that an individual sees that input matters, the more actively they will become in the subsequent cycles. And this is where the flywheel starts spinning and the benefits of inclusive innovation become evident and impactful to all involved. Thanks for the time to share with you today our story around inclusive innovation and how we value and employ it every day at Accenture. To emphasize that point further, please take a look at this video that speaks to the importance of diversity and inclusion across our organization, after which we'll be happy to take any questions.
Inclusion brings together the unique strengths and perspective of each and every one of us for the benefit of our clients. That is the true value of one Accenture.
Having a diverse and inclusive environment helps our Industry X practice to design better, more accessible, and more inclusive products and devices, as well as enable digital manufacturing and worker safety solutions that truly work for everyone.
Our security practice is stronger because we have a wide range of perspectives on how our users engage with products, devices, and services so that we can be more creative and effective in identifying the risks and take actions to protect our clients and their customers.
By leveraging our best thinking from a wide variety of industry and functional expertise, our strategy and consulting practitioners can bring more innovative approaches and solve for a broader set of stakeholders as we advise our clients.
In our technology group, we're looking for the best and brightest talent from all backgrounds and encourage each person to bring ideas and perspectives to help build innovative and more effective solutions for our clients.
We all benefit from understanding how inclusion and diversity impacts our clients, and we are demonstrating why and how we have built inclusion into our core at Accenture. We must continue to partner with our clients on employee and community-facing diversity programs to drive forward this important work together.
Our global innovation network is powered by the ideas and creativity of each and every one of us, and the diversity of thought and experience we can leverage is truly powerful.
Looking outside of Accenture, we look to engage our clients, our partners, our communities, so that we're being truly inclusive in the innovation we employ, because we're solving for a broad range of problems across a broad range of people.
Accenture has found that a culture of equality, one where people feel a sense of belonging and are valued for the unique contributions, perspectives, and circumstances, is a powerful multiplier of innovation and growth.